So we have yet another sitting senator calling for the impeachment of President Donald Trump. And it's Cory Booker. Cory Booker is adding his name to the list. Cory Booker, of course, is also running for president. He's polling around 2%, as I showed you earlier on in the show. And this is not necessarily, once again, a call for the Senate to remove Donald Trump. It's a call for the start of proceedings in the House. Cory Booker tweeting, "This administration has continued to stonewall Congress's oversight. Beginning impeachment proceedings is the only path forward." So we now have three sitting senators, all Democrats, calling for impeachment proceedings. We've got Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, and Cory Booker. Interestingly, all three of them are running for president. We have any number of Democratic members of the House who have already said so, including Elijah Cummings and many others. And then we also have, as I told you yesterday, Republican Congressman Justin Amash, who says it is time to start impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump. Now, on the other hand of this, you have still Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, who says we should not move forward on impeachment and that it would be either a distraction, Trump's not worth it, or whatever else is the latest argument that she has made. Here's my bottom line on this. You're not going to successfully remove Trump from the White House sooner than you could just vote him out via an impeachment proceeding, period, right? I mean, Republicans are not going to come to the side of impeachment. You're not going to get between now and January of 2021 impeachment debate, impeachment of articles, a full trial and conviction by the Senate, and the removal of the president of the United States. You're just not going to, okay? So the strategy needs to be calculated or evaluated, knowing that the impeachment process itself is not going to be what removes Donald Trump. So the reasons not to go down the impeachment path, at least with starting debate in the House, are, as we've heard before, it might reinvigorate Donald Trump's base. If Democrats push this, it could really fire up Trump's base. I don't think that's a very good argument. Trump's base is already voting for him. They are effectively unreachable by reason. OK, number two, it could distract from the agenda and the platforms of the 2020 Democratic candidates. And in doing so, it could inadvertently help Donald Trump get reelected in 2020. I don't believe that that's a reasonable concern either, because we are talking about members of the House of Representatives starting debate, bringing in witnesses, getting testimony on the record. Meanwhile, the 2020 Democratic candidates can keep just talking about policy and issues. Debates start next month, and there's another debate in July. So I don't think that that is a concern. And what you have to understand, I know I've been saying this a lot, most Americans don't know what's in the Mueller report. OK, Mueller's statement yesterday was essentially Mueller begging people, read the damn report. Even though Donald Trump's base could get more fired up by the impeachment debate starting in the House, they're already voting for Trump. Who cares if they're more fired up? The impeachment debate could put the content of the Mueller report front and center, and there is way more of a chance of reaching people who have no idea what's in the report, or people who fell for the Barr letter, hook, line, and sinker, and fell for no collusion, no obstruction, hook, line, and sinker. And it might get them to realize that, wait a second, Mueller says substantial evidence of obstruction. That could damage Trump's chances of reelection in 2020. And there are two different ways that the impeachment debate could damage Trump without actually being what removes him. So again, impeachment is not going to remove Trump sooner than he could be voted out. We're very close to the election at this point, and Republicans show no signs that they would actually remove Trump no matter what he did, Republicans in the Senate. The first way that the impeachment debate could damage Trump is that it will simply distract from Trump's campaign, right? Media is going to cover. We have to, for all the bad things that corporate media does, we can think about how we can use corporate media to our advantage, and having the impeachment debate on the floor of the House will get media coverage. Any media coverage of impeachment debate is time that is not being spent on the case that Donald Trump is going to be making for his own reelection. That's a very good thing for whoever ultimately is the nominee in 2020. And number two, the fact that there is this cloud of impeachment debate over Donald Trump in and of itself could simply be damaging to Donald Trump in how it influences less engaged voters to vote, how it influences moderate voters or independents or whoever else. The information itself, right? If only a few percent of the country has read the report, impeachment proceedings that push the content public could damage Donald Trump's reelection chances as well. So I think that this is something Democrats should do right away. I've seen the right wingers who say you're going to help Trump if you do anything related to impeachment, because you're going to make 2020 about impeachment instead of about issues. That's not true. Let the House have their proceedings. Let the House bring testimony. The candidates can keep campaigning on issues and ideas, period. These are two different things. It's not even we can walk and chew gum at the same time. It's one person can be doing the chewing of the gum. The other person is doing the walking. We're talking about the House of Representatives as compared to the 2020 Democratic candidates. That's not a concern. They should do it right away. Today's program brought to you in part by Blinkist.com/Pakman. Blinkist is a great service that I use all the time. What they do is they take thousands of the most popular nonfiction books, including the newest bestsellers. They condense them into 15-minute audiobooks that you can listen to, and you still get the most crucial information and insights from each book. And I've listened to a ton of books on Blinkist. I recently checked out Soccernomics by Simon Cooper. We do have, after all, the World Cup going on recently. We also have been talking about BS Jobs, and there is a great new book, BS Jobs by David Graeber, which I listen to on Blinkist. They're constantly adding new books to the platform. You will never run out of fascinating and critically acclaimed books to enjoy. And our audience can get a 7-day free trial by going to Blinkist.com/Pakman. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm putting a link in the video description. And after the free trial, if you like it, you can continue enjoying thousands of condensed audiobooks for about $5 a month. That's BLINKIST.com/PAKMAN.